Welcome back everyone. This is map number 2 of a semi-final of the ESL Pro Series. Spawning up in the top left hand position we have got the red Terran player, currently 1-0 up in this best of 3. He represents Madals. It's HeroMarine. And his opponent down to the bottom right, the blue Terran player, currently down a game, needs to win this one to stay in the tournament and have a chance of making it to the final. It's kauP. kauP, of course, needs to get a win here. Game number 1 was intense in the most incredibly boring way ever. Seriously, game number 1, Mass Raven v Mass Raven. So many auto turrets, so many Seeker missiles. I don't know how they made it through, let alone us as viewers. But it was good, in a strange way, because unlike the differences between Raven on Raven and Swarm Host on, say, like a Protoss army or Swarm Host on Swarm Host, which I have unfortunately seen, is it's not passive. You can't just sit there and grab all your Swarm Hosts and go, attack towards my enemy, and then go and make a cup of tea. You have to constantly be controlling those Ravens, flying away from the Seeker missiles, avoiding any suicide medevacs or anything like that, throwing down those auto turrets. It's intense, it's hard work. Game number 2 though, gonna be honest, hoping it doesn't end in Raven on Raven. Not again, not when solo casting. But for the moment, looks like we're gonna have Reaper openings from both players, which makes sense because, hey, there's a lot of cliff area you can utilize. Actually, HeroMarine, they may not actually go for Reapers. The gas was a bit late for HeroMarine, so only kauP going to be going for that Reaper there. Keeping it nice and steady. Not too much else really coming down. kauP just busy attacking that barracks with his SCV, managing to deal 8 HP worth of damage. Never know, could come in useful. Reaper about to pop out. Looks like we got a little bit of a lag spike from someone there. Not quite sure what's going on. Hopefully that'll resolve itself pretty quickly. Reaper, of course, about to pop for kauP. Meanwhile, over at HeroMarine's side, he's just adding on that reactor. Probably going to follow up with a factory. That's how he usually plays this. Reaper now coming out, having a bit of a nice time. Definitely some big lag. It's coming on HeroMarine. I saw him flash up there, unfortunately. Hopefully that resolves itself pretty quick. Never nice playing with lag. And yeah, expansion should be coming any moment from kauP. Assuming that lag gets sorted out. Not quite sure what's happening there. Command Center also coming down from HeroMarine, but he's building it up in his main. Playing it a bit more cautiously. Hasn't got a full scout on what his opponent's doing yet. The Reaper going to just start getting a little bit of damage down. Making sure nothing too bad's happening. Wow, that is a huge amount of delay from HeroMarine. Not quite sure what's happening there. If it keeps up, he's going to run into some problems, unfortunately. SCV does die. Nice control by that Reaper. Gonna have to back out though. Only a small number of Marines against the Reaper is really poor. And that's because, unfortunately, the Marines just take a ton of damage from the Reaper. And if the Reaper doesn't die, he can just back out and heal himself up. So command centers are pretty much level. A 3-second lead for kauP. But a bit more than that as well, because kauP has built his on the low ground. So unless HeroMarine can really force that to lift, he's got the time that it takes to float it down and land it and all of that, which adds a bit more of a delay. Meanwhile, factory coming down for HeroMarine. He's got an advantage there. Factory not yet started for kauP. Of course, we're just taking a small break at the moment, a small pause, while HeroMarine tries to fix up some lag issues that he had. And I can understand why. He was getting some pretty bad and consistent lag spikes. So, clearly something a bit up there. Hopefully HeroMarine has got it sorted. Looks like he has. As he says go. I'd imagine some kind of weird update going on in the background. They always spring up and catch you off guard. I don't know if players are... I know a lot of players are really pro with that sort of thing and preventing it from happening. But I know lots of casters who let that happen to them. So 2 Reapers now can actually kite these Marines pretty effectively. As you can see, taking losses, 1 Reaper is going to have to back away regardless. But the Marine's getting fairly low. Already this back one starting to heal up pretty damn quick. This nice quick regeneration rate, oh actually there we go, now going really quick up. Means that they can come and re-engage these Marines, but with so many getting pumped out now, probably a few too many for 2 Reapers to handle alone. But there's a third one. So 3 Reapers can get some pretty substantial damage coming through here. They jump up onto the high ground. Gonna sneak through, aim for a couple of SCVs actually. 2-shotting these SCVs now. Always frustrating. The Marines though get a nice bit of damage out. They say, get out of my mineral line. And indeed these Reapers do back out, but not before getting a few more kills. 4 worker kills for kauP now. HeroMarine trying to pick off another one of those Reapers. The Hellions going to be able to do it though. Nice little pin. And HeroMarine stops any further aggression there. Marauder now coming down from kauP. Knows that the Hellions are coming. Has seen the starport as well. That should be for a medevac. Usually. And there we go. That would mean that the Marines will get picked up, dropped into the main, while the Hellions try and push in towards the natural base. Standard way to play that. HeroMarine at the moment though, just trying to really punish his opponent who, by getting out 3 Hellions, by getting out 3 Reapers, won't have many Marines. Also wants to try and delay that bunker, just for more aggression later on. Stim being researched at the moment from kauP, that means he's going to be going for a infantry-based army, a bio-based army, as opposed to mech that we saw in game number 1. HeroMarine hasn't committed to either yet. It's really what he does next that will be a bigger tell. Adding on the tech lab, so probably getting down a Raven. HeroMarine weighing with these 2 Hellions. Just for the other 4 actually. So 4 Hellions, 6 Hellions in total, coming into the natural is going to be quite bold, especially with the drop in the main. There is a bunker in position though, so kauP has read this very nicely. Looks like the Hellions may actually come up here as well. Just depositing them up. Nice little bit of elevator play, not even having to move the medevac at the moment. And this is going to be a bit harder to try and hold. The bunker can be avoided for the most part. Just trying to sneak around, get in somewhere where you can start picking off at a couple of these. Oh no, the tech lab can't be defended. That's going to be a massive win. Taking out Stim when it's 3/4 research. SCV's even getting pulled to try and stop this. Kill the tech lab. Kill it. Kill it. Yes, okay. HeroMarine has now got a massive win. This push was 100% worth it by killing that. Even if these Hellions don't get a couple more SCV kills, which I suspect that they will. Maybe get a mule. Not quite. HeroMarine managing to kill 13 workers so far, giving himself a 10 worker lead. Moving up now towards the main base. Gonna try and kill off a couple more Marines if they do stay in too much of a line. Nice pick-off still coming through. These Hellions may try and get a few more SCVs, and kauP is taking a lot of damage here. The Hellions, not quite all killed yet. Gonna boost away in that medevac. Boost, pretty much ready. It is off cooldown, at least according to my screen. Not needing to be used as of yet though. 14 workers killed in total. 1 Hellion thinking he can kill off a supply depot. He can if he's left there long enough. Dealing some nice damage. But kauP really taking the bad end of that trade. Losing Stim so far through researching is huge. And these two are actually going for a complete role reversal. HeroMarine this game is going to go mech. Getting out a lot of Hellions now. Still producing a decent number of Vikings after that Raven. Tech lab being added on. That'll be tank production. Another factory in the corner. And the reason that factory is coming down in the corner is just to minimize the chance of a scan seeing everything. Knowing how much of a mech build is actually coming. They're all getting spread out. So any scans run the risk of not seeing all. And that's quite important. Stim, hugely delayed. That snipe off of the tech lab. I said it at the time and I reiterate it now. Just sniping that, delaying Stim by so far alone, was probably worth the push. It's such a hit to what kauP can do. He can't move out until Stim's done. It's a huge delay. Has a knock-on effect of delaying combat shield to his Marines that is weaker anyway. And puts really HeroMarine in a great position. Blue Flame getting researched at the moment. We've also got good Hellion production still coming through. But a move out across the map now from kauP. Going to try and hit when Stim finishes anyway. It's only 30 seconds away from completion. +1 is nearly finished. Bunker still maintaining a decent count of Marines in it just in case a push came. HeroMarine is going to be going for a drop. Was that actually seen by kauP? I'm not entirely sure if it was. Has got a couple of units back at home, but not actually pulling anything back to come and deal with this at the moment. So HeroMarine may get a couple more nice kills. He's only got 1 tank on the low ground, 1 on the high ground. Nice positioning there. A few more tanks do need to come out though. Vikings also trying to get in a good spot. Scans coming down to say, okay, what's he got? 2 tanks and a handful of Hellions. Can I break it? Probably not. In come the Hellions though towards the main, and this is going to kill a lot of SCVs. Even they back away, they're lining up pretty bad. Blue Flame just kicked in now. A few more SCVs getting killed. This is just trickle damage, but trickle damage is always really nice. 22 workers now killed. HeroMarine keeping himself 11 workers ahead, despite this third nearly done for his opponent, whereas HeroMarine hasn't even started his third base yet. HeroMarine also kept all 4 of those units alive, so he did damage for nothing. And anytime you get damage done for nothing, you're going to be a very happy player. So, HeroMarine ready with an awful lot of Hellions. Trying to decide whether he wants to go and take that. Decides against it for the moment. Sends a scan down. Sees the tank isn't sieged up though and could probably chase this down. In comes the Viking now to pick off the medevac to prevent any heals coming through. With Blue Flame, these Hellions just surrounding, melting those Marines. The Marauders will still take a lot of fire, but if the Hellions get in a good position, they can actually take it down nicely. A couple of Hellions die, but that trade was phenomenally good for HeroMarine, devastating the Marine count. The Rock Tower getting knocked down was irritating, but in again comes the Hellions. There's not really anything in the main base to come and defend this. The supply depot is going to give away that they're there, so up comes the tanks. Hellions should be able to get a couple of kills though, regardless. One kill for no damage is always nice, but it's also pulled back the army. HeroMarine coming now towards the natural base. These 2 tanks have to siege up well. The drop can come back in the main if required. Nice little siege line. All of the Hellions apparently just going to be going for this. The tank's not yet in position, but there's so many Hellions. They're able to take out the tanks, and with those gone, the infantry alone probably can't withstand this push. SCV's getting pulled, but with the Hellions, they're going to get annihilated. The tank's sieging up as well now. Big hits coming through. HeroMarine looking to be in an amazing position. Has destroyed his opponent's worker count, and while he's getting dropped in the main, he's just got so much. kauP knows it. GG, and HeroMarine takes the series 2-0 to face Hasselhoffs in the final.